officially started back in 2010. So I actually started out in film production and I was working in commercials and music videos as just like a regular production coordinator, production person, like nothing creative. And just one day I realized how unhappy I was and I decided that I needed to change careers. So I basically found a photographer and I said, I will quit my job tomorrow if I can come intern for you. And that's how I started in my photography career.
My story's not as straightforward as that is, but I mean, Diana and I both studied filmmaking and cinematography at Chapman University. And then following that, I did some work as a cinematographer. I did various crew positions like gaffing, gripping, pretty much everything you could do on a film shoot. And then for a while, I taught cinematography for the New York Film Academy. And then when Diana transitioned to photography, I started working on some of her photo projects. And then as a result of that, I started doing lighting for a bunch of other photographers because I had some film knowledge, which they liked, but she had kind of given me the knowledge to be also skilled in the photography world. So to go onto sets and have understand both of those disciplines helped me get some work with a group of photographers, and then that transitioned to me and Diana starting to do projects together.
So basically, we are a photography and directing duo for music artists. We like as a photographer for me, I specialize in a lot of portrait entertainment, advertising, but Kevin and King is specialized only on music artists, and it's because Kevin is 50% of the collaboration, and we put together a lot of thought behind what would elevate the music artists, like combining our skills with everything from film production, photography, lighting, creative direction. Like we put that all together and present that as an idea for the music artists together as a team.
I think like the main, I mean, one element is the opportunity to be creative, but I think on top of that, our goal is like to really connect with the person that we're working with and hopefully incorporate their vibe and their brand into the project because normally these are people that have music coming out, whether it's a record or a single, and it's like this photo or this video project is like an extension of that music project. So I think our goal and our challenge and what makes us really happy is to turn out a product that that person's really excited about, that they feel like is just an extension of what they're already doing with their music as an artist.
And we also like, I mean, for me, like the best part is being on set with the artists. Like hands down. I think that's the funnest part. It definitely is about connections, but it's also making the right connections in terms of like keeping in contact with that person and updating them. And I would say, like, being in this industry for so long now, it's all about just doing the work. So create your own work, create what you want to see. And the more that you create, so even if you have like no connections, like just say like you don't know anything about working in music, but you want to work with music artists, find a friend who's a musician and just create like a fun shoot out of that. Start off by just creating your own portfolio, whether it's photography or video, and then that is where you can start by building your portfolio and just being creative. The other way around is also starting from the bottom up, starting out as an intern or a PA with someone who can become a mentor or a company that has those opportunities where you can see how the top of the top create what they create, and which is how I started out, which is at the very bottom where I started as an intern and as a PA, and I worked those 18-hour days on music videos and ran around town as a PA. Like I did all of that. But, you know, at the end of the day, what really matters is having a great attitude, you know, wanting to learn and being hungry to create your own work. And I think that's what makes a person stand out.
Yeah, and I want to add to that just how important it is that you have to let people know that you're here and what it is that you do. And you can't be afraid to do that. If you kind of are waiting till you have all the pieces ready to share with people or whatever it is, you know, that's not going to help you get the ball rolling. You really got to be ready to just say like, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to help, or this is what I do, and just let as many people know as possible. And also, I think a mistake that I've made and that I would recommend to other people is make sure you have a vision as in regards to where you're trying to get to, and not be focused on trying to get like a certain camera or a certain piece of gear or certain pieces of equipment, because you might acquire that equipment, but if you don't have some place that you're trying to get to with it, you just have the equipment and you still don't have anything accomplished. So I think you got to have a goal in mind from the beginning in terms of where you're trying to get to motivate the whole process.